Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome on behalf of the Protein2Food project to this conference on Food for the Future, Accelerating the Protein Transition. My name is Jackie Davis. I will have the privilege of moderating all our discussions today. We're going to have some context-setting presentations, short speeches and presentations, and we're going to hear about the results of the project. We're going to, in terms of new findings, new ingredients, new products, we're going to discuss the opportunities for growth in this sector and some of the barriers, some of the challenges that we will need to address if we are to realize all of that potential, and also discuss how better to promote protein-based foods. How do we get the message out? One of the crucial questions throughout the day. In the sessions later, the interactive sessions, we're going to have some presentations in the first panel, and then plenty of time for your questions and comments. I know apart from our speakers, there are many people from the projects here. We'd love to hear from you too. I will come amongst you with the microphone. There is a Twitter hashtag for this event, so if you want to share with the outside world what you're hearing, or see what others are saying about what they're hearing, you can use, and they're on the screen here, hashtag P2Food, hashtag Protein2Food, using the @SciFoodHealth. The Wi-Fi, by the way, here, the network is Tanneurs, the password Wine Palace 1902. That is on your badges, so if you forget it, you can always refer to that. However, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to ask a question of our panel or make a comment, could I ask, please, that we do it in the old-fashioned way? Raise our hands, and as I say, I will come amongst you with the microphone. And you are very welcome to make comments as well as put questions. I just ask you to be brief so that I can get as many people into the discussion as possible. Just a couple of other things to point out. Protein2Food wanted to contribute to being more sustainable by working with a social enterprise, fair and square, and there is no paper or pens. No, we have, I mean, many of you do to take notes, but we're not supplying them in the interest of the environment. You will also notice that some name tags have different colors. The ones that are green are from Protein2Food consortium members, and they can answer any questions you have about the work. Those that are orange, most of you, we're the outsiders. We're the ones who come. I've taken my badge off, so, but I have an orange one too. I should just mention that this event is being photographed and it is being recorded. So if you have any questions or concerns about the use of your beautiful faces or voices, please do let the organisers know at the desk. And lastly, a couple of other very practical things. Security. There is an emergency exit right at the back there, and there is another one here, should you need them. Let us hope not. Tell you more about lots of things later on, but it is now my great pleasure to give the floor to Dr. Emanuele Zanini, who is Senior Research Coordinator at the School of Food and Nutritional Sciences at University College Cork, and he is Scientific Advisor to the Protein2Food project. So, Emanuele, 5 years of hard work, here we are, tell us all about it.
Thank you very much, Jackie, for the nice introduction, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Well, welcome to the final P2Food conference, and I hope today we are going to impress you by sharing the most outstanding results that we got during these 5 years project. And most of the time, most of this, we would like to give you the opportunity to see how we plan to shape the food for the future by accelerating the protein transition. Well, because much of the world population is inadequately nourished, and many environmental systems and processes are basically pushed behind safe boundaries by food production, this means that the global transformation of our food systems need to be done. Of course, the food system has the potential to nurture human health and also support environmental sustainability. However, they are currently threatening both. Providing growing global population with a healthy diet from a sustainable food system is indeed in immediate need and challenges. You just think about that more than 820 million of people have insufficient food, and many more actually are following a low-quality diet that basically cause a deficiency in micronutrients, but most of the time also contribute to the increase of risk of diet-related obesity or other non-communicable disease like heart, stroke, diabetes, and, and so on. So just to have a clear idea, the non-communicable disease or diet-related disease are cause more death than unsafe sex, drug, alcohol, and tobacco put together. Of course, for performing this transition, we need a joint effort from all the actors that play their role in the value chain. And of course, consumers are one of them. In particular, they show that they want to make sure that the new way of the food system will be developed will have a clear impact in environmental impact, of course, animal well-being, and health benefits. Of course, we need to help the consumers. I rather prefer to call them citizens than consumers, to give them a different perspective and approach. We want to make sure that basically they can play a role, they can actually help in developing this new transition. And of course, what they need to make sure that we need to provide a clear information to the consumers. So they want to make sure also they have a clean labels in what they are going to eat. You know, most of the people are, complaining about the long list of ingredients you normally find in meat analogs or meat alternatives. So we need to basically reduce the list of ingredients and to have clean labels, but also have a transparency in branding. This is something very crucial, and then we have to focus on. Say that, I want to just tell you basically what was the main ambition of a protein-to-food. Definitely to create innovative, high-quality, protein-rich food from sustainable crops, in particular from quinoa, amaranth, legumes such as lupin and faba bean, and processed to support human health, environment, and biodiversity, and of course, and the European bioeconomy. I want to also stress the point here that we also aim to develop a nutritious plant-based products. This is also something that's very important that basically we have to keep in mind to make sure that basically we are matching the consumer expectation. How we did in protein to food. So, as you can see here, this our journey was from our approach was basically targeting the entire food system as a system itself. As you can see and we start from crop production, harvesting, processing, so extracting protein, and use these different new protein ingredients that we developed to develop a different type of food prototypes. And then we'll show you later in another speech which type of products being developed in the lab scale and some of them in pilot scale. And then, of course, we also target and consider the life cycle assessment has been performed, make sure that basically what we were performing or doing was actually much better than what we are currently performing. And as you can see here, you know, this was actually the journey, and all the main actors in the food chain, in the value chain, was actually interacting to each other to basically make sure that all the essential information will provide to provide at the hand a clear synergistic approach. Here, just briefly, I want to show you that the consortium partner was actually not part of this amazing adventure we had in Protein to Food. We have both European countries, but also two international countries like University of La Molina in Peru and the University of Makerere in Uganda. And with them, we are working to develop a better prototypes, better food products, and also that has a clear social impact as well. So I'm going to also introduce the video that basically our coordination team developed to explain you exactly in a very easy way which are the main focus and the main outcomes that basically we reach during our project. Here you go.
The world's growing population and its hunger for protein is stretching resources ever more thinly. In a time where young people are demanding climate action and more of us realise that both the food we eat and current systems of food production are no longer sustainable, switching to diets that include more plant-based proteins is not only better for our health, but it's good for the planet too. Protein2Food has been working hard making change happen, bringing farmers, researchers and all those in the food chain closer together to develop foods consumers will love. With its team of 18 partners around the world, Protein2Food has improved the efficiency of protein crops across European climates by developing new protein ingredients via innovative processes and creating plant protein-rich products that are both nutritious and delicious. Research focused on consumer and market trends has shown that Protein2Food products can lead the way to more sustainable food patterns. The project has also introduced new quinoa products to Romania and Peru, and amaranth products to Uganda, thanks to social innovation activities. Protein2Food has developed a set of policy recommendations to help expand its impact and support Europe's transition towards plant-based protein sources. Policymakers can help by offering grants and incentives to farmers, helping them convert to or grow more protein-rich crops, promoting innovative research and breeding programs for promising sources of protein, fostering new product pricing policies, teaching the next generation to be conscious consumers. Protein2Food is inspiring the world to change for the better. Now it's your turn. Looking for inspiration? Find out more at www.protein2food.eu. Protein2Food, pioneering crops and foods for future generations.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much, Emanuele. Thank you. And Emanuele will be back later on
Yes.
to tell us about a specific aspect of the project. Thank you so much.